Ahoy! Well, how's it going, everybody? Peterparkercomix here. Welcome back to my channel. It's a new comic book day. I couldn't tell you the date. It's like February 11th or 12th. I think it's the 12th. It's Wednesday. Just got back from the comic shops. Thought I would, didn't get very many. This will be probably a quicker video, a short stack here. I thought I would try to get this up sooner than later. I usually, when it's more relevant, because I usually tend to post my new comic hauls like days later, a week later, 2 weeks later. I'm usually way behind, and I feel like most people watch new comic book day hauls. They're into like they search for the new comic book stuff because they're searching like the day before and the day of. They want to know what's coming out ahead of time, or they're on their way to their shop on Wednesday or Thursday, and they want to know, hey, what did you get? What should I be looking out for? Hey, what's hot this week? They don't really care 2 or 3 weeks after the fact. It's not really going to do them any good. So I figure I need to try to get these up sooner than later. So yeah, just jumping in. Sorry, I'm distracted by this gorgeous Jenny Frison cover. Frison. Frison alert, Frison alert. Look at those thighs. Oh my goodness. And I feel like we've already seen this cover. I feel like I've seen it in a red background. Or maybe it was like the last issue as well, 750. Might have had like the... I feel like she's been doing this cover repeatedly with just taking the same pose and then changing, going through the different eras of Wonder Woman, like the Golden Age one, last issue, and then, you know, like the 70s one or the 90s one after that. Like basically just putting a different costume on her, a different hairstyle on her in the same pose each issue. Could be wrong, but I just feel like I've seen this 2 or 3 times now. I'd have to double check. Yeah, a lot of her covers seem to be kind of repetitive. I know there was one point, like in the 50s, I think. There's like one where she's facing this way. It's like kind of all standing there, and then it's the same cover with a different background, and then it's the same cover in a different outfit, and then it's that same outfit with her hood up, and then it's that same outfit, that same cover with holding a sword, and then there's one with like her and somebody else in the same poses. There's one that's like a headshot of her early on, like in the 20s or 40s, where, I don't know why those jumped out randomly. It's just like a face shot of her. And then there's one where her head's just turned a little bit more to the left. That. And then there's that same shot with another head behind her turned a little bit to the left. So, I don't know. I don't really care. I'm not complaining. Anything Frison puts out, if it's cover price, I'm going to buy it. I'm a sucker for her art. I could eat that up all day. I mean, she's brilliant. I would call her the hot artist of 2019, 18, 19, 20. She's been killing it. Yeah, I don't know. Cool. People getting burnt out on Campbell and Crane, and Mark Brooks had a good little run there with No Surrender. I think Alex Ross is your comeback artist, I guess, of the decade or the year. I don't know. He never really went anywhere, but just killing it on Immortal Hulk. Every cover. So he's actually next. Wasn't next, but I'll jump ahead. Immortal Hulk. Is that Red Hulk? No, it's not. I think it's just the lighting. Those signs. Those Zimnu signs, they're all Zimnu fucking Zimnu checks. I thought it was X-Men, but yeah, it's all Zimnu stuff. So he's still in fucking Titanland. I don't know. Zimnu world. It would help if I read it. I'm way back on issue 18 or 19, so I'm way behind. But I know they fought in the last issue. He was on the cover. Still getting 2 copies of that. 2 copies of Venom. Still on Venom Island. That's Devil Island. I just can't read Venom Island without playing the Megadeth song. Mark Bagley? Yeah, it is. Bagley and Owens. Cates is still doing it. I liked a couple parts ago was part 1, I think. So 21 had that, like, I think it was Crane. It was a skull cover. That was fucking dope. I'm a little bit behind on this book too, but I don't know if they've revealed. Yeah, they're still. Who's that guy? They're hinting at like Dylan's gonna be like Carnage Eyes. He's gonna kind of get more involved with the Carnage symbiote. I think. I'm not sure. And I got 2 copies of Flash. And we were listening to Exciter, fucking godfathers of speed metal. They're kind of considered one of the first speed metal bands. A Canadian. Cool thing about these guys though is the drummer is the singer. It's Dan Beeler. I think it's Beeler. That sounds right. Fucking great band. Exciter. Flash 88. I swear this book comes out every fucking week, and I am sick of it. I want it to end. I'm way behind on this. I'm like 40 issues behind. But I did know that it was like the first Paradox. And I realized, like, even when it comes to DC, even when I know it's a first appearance coming out, like Lois Lane, Flash, I get both those on my pull list. I got 1 copy of each, even knowing, like, hey, that last one was a first appearance. This one was. I only got 1 copy. I don't really care. I don't feel like over-investing in DC, at least not nearly as much as I would with Marvel, whereas, like, if I know it's a first appearance for Marvel, I gotta get 3 to 4 copies of it. I gotta get, like, 1 for myself, because I know I'm gonna want 1. I might want a second copy for myself as, like, a reader copy or to fill in a run, or, depending on what it is, I gotta have 1 of, like, every first thing that happens in the Marvel Universe. And then I might want a second or third copy, additional copy to sell or invest in or to sit on for a while, or I don't know. But when it comes to DC, it's like I might get 1 for myself, or that's it. I might check the book out at the rack, but that's about it. Like, oh, a new Batgirl villain's gonna be in this one. Like, okay, I'll skim through it. I might get 1 copy for myself. Maybe not. I probably won't keep it. I'll just sell it if it pans out. Like Batman, yeah. Batman 90's coming out, and that's for sure going to be Punchline or whatever. I'm getting 1. At max, get 2. If it's... I heard, like, they raised the... You were allowed to reorder, so the print count's going to be through the roof. But, so I might get 2, but... normally, like, that Batman, a couple issues ago, was, like, the new Tinian run. Like, oh, there's a new Batman villain in there. There's 2 cameos of 2 new Batman villains. Like, alright, grab 1. Like, if that pans out, great. If not, I don't care. I didn't overdo it. Pretty much I don't overdo it on DC because there's less consequence when I overdo on Marvel because I want those copies for myself. I collect harder on Marvel, so I spec harder on Marvel. It's basically all I'm trying to say with this. Yeah, and I thought that was interesting. I never really realized that, like, even knowing this is the first appearance, why am I just buying 1? I wait, because I don't care. I just want 1 for my Flash run. I have all other 87 issues. Stop licking me! Get up here. I jump. Oh, the puppy. Did you come for the Exciter? Are you a heavy metal maniac? Say hi. Now kiss. Kiss. Thank you. Okay, you go. Oh, get your ball. Yeah, so that's that. I don't know where I was going with that. Kind of off topic. Well, I mean, Flash brought it up. So 2 copies of that as well. And I usually get 2 copies of Daredevil. And those are really the only books on my pull list. They're just all such good titles right now, besides Flash, that I want multiple runs of it. And then sometimes I get a 3rd copy because it's like, what if this is the Venom book where they reveal something, or this is the Venom key issue book, or Immortal Hulk does something crazy again, and we get the one above all. And then that's a first appearance book. I want to have a backup, so it's tough not to overdo it with, like, every good Marvel book. Or if it's DC, it's like, I might get 1, I might not even get 1, but at most, like, I'll get 1. And I think that's kind of how you can't control speculation with everybody and whatnot. Like, the big thing this week or this last couple months is that Kylo Ren book, the Star Wars Kylo Ren. They're all going for like $30, $40, I think, $20. I know issue 3 just came out this week, and that was a $20 book right yesterday before it was even out yet. It was going for $20. So yeah, if I would have seen 1 on the rack, I would have grabbed 1. If there would have been a bunch, I would have grabbed 1. It's not a book I'm collecting on my own. I don't want to deprive someone else coming in who is a Star Wars fan to not be able to get that book themselves. Like, I don't want someone who brought their kid in, they're all excited about getting it and couldn't get it, and then had to go to another shop and the same story at each one. Oh, and they missed out. because someone like me came in and cleared the rack. I don't think that's cool. You know, if you want to get one for yourself, you want to get a backup copy, you know, you want to get 2 or 3 for yourself, you know, and at most, whatever, I don't know. And that's the difference. You know, maybe you get 3 copies for yourself. You get a keep copy, a reader copy, a run copy, a wall copy, an investment copy. That's 5 for yourself. You could put up that defense and like, fine, maybe. But like, when you're just deliberately going in and buying 6, 7 copies of something, you're clearing the rack. You're going into Walmart. You're buying that whole box of those store exclusive books or whatever with the intention of going directly to sell them. That isn't cool to me. It's at least the day of, at least the week of. Give it till the weekend. Some people have to work. Some people can't get there first thing in the morning. But there's guys that do that. They go around, like, I go first thing in the morning on Wednesdays usually to get my books for that fear. Like, I don't want to, like, miss out on getting my books. So, you know, that's kind of why we do pull lists and stuff, which I like to dabble in. But I like the thrill of the hunt, of going and finding what's new that week and getting my copy of it or whatever. But the people that go in just clear it out. They ruin it, and that's each one of those you got is one less. That's one less person's like first comic book. One less new kid, one new fan of that story already, or that's one less potential fan who could have gotten that book and gotten into the character, or their, you know, that day might have been their first trip to the comic shop, and they were looking forward to a Batman book, and now they can't get it because it's not there. Or I don't know. You get what I'm saying, but that's sort of my. And you can't control that speculation. I know a lot of shops limit you to 1 copy each, or at max 2 copies per customers, or whatever. I mean, once the weekend hits, or it's the second week, I think, yeah, you should feel free to buy as many as you can. The shop should be grateful to, like, lose the inventory and not have to lose out on money. But for the day of and up to, like, that first Saturday after New Comic Book Day, I feel like there should be limits, or I don't know. I don't know. There's not really a way you can police that kind of thing. Some shops don't care. They just want to make their money back as fast as possible. A lot of shops, when they know about those books, they take them off the racks themselves and they put the book on eBay, or they hoard them for a while. So that's another problem comic shops have to deal with, and people that still go to them have to deal with. So, you know, we don't want to use eBay. We don't want to use Midtown. We want to buy them in person, but sometimes it's made impossible for the average Joe. All right, I gotta move on. I picked this up just out of curiosity. I thought it might be okay. Mother of Demons. Is that Philip Tan? It is, yeah. Looks like Philip Tan, yeah. I like his art a lot. It's worth checking out. God, I hate that every #1 for Marvel is $4.99 now. They're fucking doing it. A couple independents. Oh yeah, so then this last one from Marvel. Doctor Strange Surgeon Supreme. This book is fucking killer. These Noto covers have been really good. She's on a dragon. I think I said in my last new haul video that I was probably done by Doctor Strange, or I might check this book out and that would be it. But I sat down and I reread issue 1 and 2 and fucking loved it. I really liked what I got out of it, and then skim through this and it looks fucking great. So I'm probably gonna stick with it. I will probably get issue 4, maybe 5. I don't want to commit to it and put it on a pull list, but I'm gonna keep checking it out. It's on my radar for a little longer. Haven't fired it yet. And then a couple independents. Got Alienated #1 from Boom. Thought this looked good, but I realized it's Simon Spurrier, so it probably will not be. I'm not a big fan of his. He just ruined me on Shadow, is all. And I think he did like Coda, something else. I like the art, but I didn't like some fantasy book. I like the art. I didn't like the story. He's okay. But Psy is not my guy. Alienated looks kind of like I don't know, a weird Blue Beetle Pokemon thing. Coming of age female story. I have no idea. And last but not least, from Aftershock, my favorite independent distributors, comic people. Undone by Blood, The Shadow of a Wanted Man. Cool. And again, they're like kind of deceiving. They're taking away their normal like black border they've been doing since the beginning. So it didn't look like a normal Aftershock book. I almost didn't notice it. They did one last week. I think it was the man who fucked up time, or the kids who fucked up time. Somebody fucked up time. And that one's like a yellow background and yellow logo. Yellow, it all blended yellow. I almost didn't notice that one. So I like the change, but it's almost hard to notice these. You gotta actually look for them. So yeah, pumped to check that out. Almost everything Aftershock puts out is exceptional. So excellent. So yeah, power to them. Power to the comics. Hope you guys can go out and get what you wanted this week. I got nothing else to say, so stay metal, stay classy, go read a book, go read a comic, I don't know. Cheers.